We've tested a lot of travel gear over the years, and this week we're sharing our favorites just in time for Black Friday.
From carry-ons to tech gadgets to outfit essentials, these are the products we use on every single trip. This is not just a list of random Amazon finds.
Plus, just a few tips for the real Black Friday deals so you can skip the fakes.
If you love saving money and traveling smarter, this episode's for you.
Hey, I'm Chris. Welcome to the Upgraded Points podcast.
And I'm Katie, and today we are talking all about our favorite travel gear just in time for Black Friday. And we also have a few Black Friday deals on some of our favorite award search tools. Before we get to that, don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you are watching or listening. And if you have questions or comments for us, you can reach us at podcast@upgradedpoints.com. So let's jump right into our Black Friday deals for some of our favorite partners. First up is Seats.aero, one of my personal favorites.
Oh, yeah.
They're offering 30% off of a yearly pro subscription for new subscribers. It is good through December 1st. And you just need to use our link, which we will drop in the show notes, and promo code Friday2530. Next up, we have Roame, which is another fantastic tool that we talk a lot about on the show. You can get a 40% discount on this one. Also good through December 1st. We'll drop our link in the show notes.
I like where this is trending.
I know. And the code for that one is upgraded40. And then finally, we have CardPointers with 50% off annual and lifetime plans.
Okay.
Through November 30th. This one you do not need a promo code for, but you do need to go through our link to get the 50% off deal. So we will drop all of that in the show notes. So if you've been thinking about one of those tools, now is a good time.
You should just get all of them. Those are some great deals.
Right?
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's dive into our favorite travel gear. We all know that having the right gear can really enhance the entire travel experience. Today, we're going to share the essential items that we never travel without. These are not just random Amazon finds, some long list. These are actually battle-tested from our real travels. I'm going to start with Katie. You've got a really nice backpack. I want to know more about it.
Yeah, so this is like my number one travel accessory I bring everywhere. I do not travel without it. I think your travel backpack will make or break your travel experience, because if you don't have the right bag, you're going to be, it's hard to carry, it's heavy, you don't have easy access to stuff. Having the right bag can make the travel day just so much smoother. I have the Toomey Voyager Atlanta backpack. I'll show her off here.
Oh. Very nice. Very nice.
A couple of the things that I look for in a backpack. The zip top closure is super important. It's just, and I've had a couple that kind of zip sort of on the front. And when it's laying down on behind or underneath the seat in front of you, having that zip right there makes a huge difference. And a double zipper makes a lot of difference too, because then you can unzip it right from the top. And you don't have to lean into underneath the seat in front of you.
Find the bottom.
Yeah. It's a really small detail, but it makes a big difference. I like an outside water bottle. I like a hook for my AirPods. And this is something I didn't know I needed until I had. So this bag has this tiny little hook here. So I hook my AirPod case onto this, and I just know where they are at all times. When I reach down, I don't have to dig through my entire bag. It's little things like that just make being on a plane that much more convenient. The laptop sleeve is huge. Oh, here's another thing that I did not know I needed until I had it. I thought this was really dumb when I first saw it. This zipper opens into the main compartment. And I thought, well, that's silly. You've got a zipper up here. But when this is packed full and my sunglasses are on the bottom, you zip this and you can reach the stuff on the bottom without having to unpack your whole bag. So that's a really nice feature. But I think the most important thing, whatever bag you choose that you want to look for, is the strap on the back to slide it over the handles on your suitcase.
That's a game changer.
Like, I don't understand why anyone would take a bag that doesn't have that. And that's pretty common these days in backpacks, but it's just one of those things. You slide it over and you just roll through the airport, and it's just so simple. One of the big tips that I have for you is keep your backpack packed and ready to go at all times. So I keep things like I mean, yeah, I travel a lot, but I think this would even help if you're traveling not as often. I keep things that like you don't have to think about anymore. So I've got a travel adapter. I've got
Mhm.
my set of all of my travel cords. This little set stays in my backpack, and it has every cord I need to travel or to charge every single device that I travel with.
So you don't need to be unplugging and plugging everything at home just to go on a weekend trip.
Exactly, and I don't have to waste the mental energy. It's like, okay, do I have my phone charger? Do I have my laptop charger? Do I have my watch charger? All of that is in there.
Yeah.
It's worth it to get duplicates. I always keep like snacks. I have a little external charger, a little bit of extra cash. I keep just some fives and some ones. You never know when you're going to need a tip. I keep my travel wallet in there, a little hand sanitizer, whatever you would need for your travel day, chapstick, tissues, all of that. I have duplicates in my backpack so I don't have to think about them. I just put in, the stuff that I don't have duplicates for, and I'm well on my way. Also, I don't know if I have it in here. Another thing I keep in here that I think is super handy is a little case. It's like a little pill case that I keep like Tylenol, Zyrtec, children's
Mhm.
Tylenol, melatonin, if you take vitamins or whatever, just I have duplicates of everything so I don't have to think about that. Because when you're traveling, you might not think, oh, I should bring Tylenol. But when you have a headache on the trip, or if you're traveling with kids, this happened to me. We were in Mexico and my daughter felt terrible. And it's like, well, I don't have children's Tylenol with me. So then you have to go and try to find something in a different language. It just makes so much sense to just keep all of that in there. I always bring an empty water bottle with me that I fill up once I get to the airport. Obviously, you don't have to get the Toomey bag to get all of those features. There's a lot of options. There is, if you're interested, a Toomey Amex offer floating around. Good
Okay.
through, I think it was December 31st for like $80 off is the one I had. But I
Okay.
see those a lot. I've seen Chase
Good
offers for
Christmas gift.
Toomey. For real, that would be a great Christmas gift. Oh, and the other thing I did want to mention for your electronic cords, if you are trying to figure out a way to use that Amex Saks credit, there is a Toomey electronic cord pouch on sale at Saks right now. I think it's like $75 full price, but might be on sale for Black Friday. That would be a great way to use your credit, or it's a really nice gift for a traveler. So I wanted to mention that.
Those are
What do you
some great
use, Chris?
tips.
Do you use a backpack
So,
or what do you
yeah, so I'm in the market for a backpack. I've just been using whatever we've been having around, laying around the house. Kalini, we got her the Everywhere bag from Away last year, and so
nice?
that's been like doubling as our extra bag, our personal bag. So that like yours, it slides right on top of the carry-on. If it's from Away, it's like matched perfectly
Mhm.
to our Away carry-on. And that's a really good bag for itself. It's a good weekender bag. It's not a backpack. So I actually am currently doing some research for our Japan trip. I want to get a new backpack. I've been looking at some nomadic bags, some Tomtok bags. So if anyone has used either of these, drop your recommendations in the comments. But yeah, I think I need to get a backpack, Katie.
Yeah, I saw the review you wrote of that bag and it looked really handy. It's actually I just got something similar. This one is from Lululemon and it's a weekender bag that looked kind of similar to the one that Kalini has, but it
Mm-hmm.
has the ever important strap. So this would
Yeah,
be a great one too. If you're anti backpack, look for a
sure.
weekender type bag. But if it has this on it, you can strap it over your luggage and it just makes life so much easier. So
Mm-hmm.
find something that
Good.
works for you, whatever it is, and keep that as your travel backpack. It will make your travel day just so much easier. Okay, so let's talk about carry-on luggage because that's a big one. I travel carry-on only most of the time. So I actually right now I'm using a Toomey 19-degree international expandable four-wheeled carry-on, and she's right back here. I don't know if you can see her in the video, maybe a little bit.
Beautiful. Is it purple?
It is. So,
Shocking.
so confession. I had another purple bag from Roame Luggage. It was their small carry-on that I actually loved. It was very compact and lightweight. Love the color. I'd used it for a long time. It was starting to get a little old. She was losing some straps. Roame did always send me new straps or handles to replace. So I did like that one a lot, and I would have kept using it. But Toomey came out with this one, and it's iridescent purple. I did zero research on this bag. I saw the purple and I hit buy, which is probably not the way you should buy a carry-on bag. But I didn't care. I wanted her to be purple, and she's a beaut.
Okay.
A little heavy, actually, though, for a carry-on. And that was one of the comments I had read about this particular bag. Like, it's fine. I can still lift it up in the overhead bin, but I think making sure, if you're not quite as strong, or if you have a hard time lifting something over your head, look for a really lightweight bag. This one probably isn't it, but I really like it. I like hard side luggage.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like everything's more protected. I like to buy coffee mugs sometimes too as a souvenir. And I know that if I pack it well enough, it's not going to get squished. So I really like hard side. Spinner wheels are a must. I still see people in the airport dragging those old bags with 2 wheels. Guys,
I know.
get a bag with 4 spinner wheels. Your life will be so much better.
It does. Makes a big difference.
But what are you using? You said you had an away bag?
Yeah, I have an away bag. We've been an away family now for a few years. So I have an away bag, a black one. My wife has a black one. And then we got our daughter one when she was younger. One of those, for a limited time, they had like a kids mini version. I think they actually just came back a couple months ago, but they had stopped making them for years. So she has like a little tiny one. It's pink, and it is was the cutest thing of her walking through the airport with it. But she quickly outgrew it. So now she took my away bag, and I actually just got a Monos, which is very similar to away. It doesn't have the charger in it, but it's a hard shell. It's got the 4 spinner wheels. It's got the pocket on the outside. Yeah, so there's 4 of us now. We are all away in Monos, and pretty much it's just the hard side with the spinner wheels, and away has a lifetime guarantee. So it's a pretty good deal. I haven't even had to use it yet, but I know it's there.
That's great. I wish mine had one of those pockets on the outside. I've seen bags with that, and I'm a little jealous of that. So
yeah. So that's one thing we debate. Like, I'm going to travel by myself this weekend, and I'm going to take Kalini's bag because her away bag is a leather outside pouch, and mine is a hard shell. And so it may not seem like a big deal, but on the Monos one, it loses a lot of flexibility. So the away bag with the leather outside pouch is really nice.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. As soon as they make one in purple, I'm there.
We actually wanted to paint the little pink bag we have because we wanted a small one. They didn't make them anymore. We wanted to make it blue for Tommy. No one would do it. We almost had it brought to like an automotive paint store to have them do it, and they couldn't guarantee it. But
I know the pain. I never think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
It's just sitting there. No one's using it. I have to give it away, I guess.
Oh, man. Okay, so travel wallet. Let's talk about that next. I think the key for the travel wallet is not necessarily what wallet you choose. It's what you put in it and where you keep it. So right now, I'm just using, of course, I pick based on what it looks like. But it's just a small wallet, no big deal. I keep my things like my Priority Pass membership card in here all the time. It's a good idea to keep like hotel and airline cards in your travel wallet because a few times I've gone to a hotel not realizing that I'm going to be at that hotel, if there's a change in plans and I don't have my hotel credit card, and that drives me crazy. I keep some extra cash in here so I just don't have to think about it. I always have some 1s, some 5s, some small bills. Hotel gift cards is another one. I have some of those Hilton gift cards back when you could use the credits for those. And I've been at Hilton hotels where I realize once I'm there that all my Hilton gift cards are at home.
Yeah.
The other thing I keep in here is a debit card that doesn't charge me to take cash out. Because it's something I'm not going to think to bring, but it's nice that I always have it. So I keep this in my backpack, ready to go. I used to have, and this is just like a cheapy one from Amazon that I got a long time ago, that I originally used. It holds like 1 million credit cards. And I think it's passport size. So I might switch to this because
Okay.
this travel wallet's getting a little tight. So, but just you can buy these at any price point, and I really don't think the style matters. It's more just having that wallet stacked
Hmm.
with things that you don't have to think about. What about you?
Yeah.
What do you use? Anything
So I'm
special?
actually new to the travel wallet game. I just got this from Aerie a couple months ago. I've been using it on a couple trips by myself,
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
and
Yeah.
I like it. So I put my passport inside and some cards and some cash and stuff, and it opens up here. I think I put my like airline ticket in there. But when I travel, with my family, and there's four of us, there's no way I'm going to stick four of these in my pocket. So normally I'm walking through the airport with all four passports in my pocket, and then we are good to go. So this is a solo trip kind of thing for me in my mind. Or maybe on the next trip I'll use it to store, less important things, and maybe these cards I'm not planning on using might be good to have and keep it in my carry-on. But yeah, so this is my first time using it, and I'm not completely sold. It's very nice. But I'm more of like a minimalist. I want as little few things on me as possible. So I've already bring my cards and other stuff in a backup wallet. So maybe that's the wallet. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I go back and forth with the wallet. I got as a gift one year a Toomey passport wallet, which I thought in theory was an amazing idea. The passport didn't actually fit in the passport slot. It was too tight. So I ended up taking it
Okay.
back to Toomey. But I realized that, like, just like you, my husband is the carrier of the passports when we are traveling as a family. It works better that way. And so I realized, like, I don't need that size of wallet to fit the passport in. I really just need something more compact for the credit cards and, the priority pass things and something like that. So it can be a trial and error. But if you're looking at that
Yeah.
Toomey passport
And you
wallet, do not recommend.
don't recommend. Okay.
Do not
Good to
recommend.
know.
Okay, let's move on to another one, the travel toiletry bag. I am on a lifelong mission to try to find the perfect travel toiletry bag. I've
Okay.
tried so many of them. A hanging bag is something I absolutely look for, whether you're in a hotel with a small counter. If you're taking a cruise, like, you're not going to have counter space. So being able to hang that up behind the door on the towel hook is just really important. And I keep this packed with duplicates, so I don't have to put any mental energy into, like, oh, did I bring a toothbrush? It's got all my basics all stacked in, ready to go. I fill it up when I get home. So it's just there, and I keep it stored in my suitcase. The current one I'm using is also from Toomey.
Jeez,
And
this is not a sponsored episode,
it's
everyone.
not, sorry.
Not yet. Come
This
on,
is
to me.
actually when I had to return that passport wallet that didn't work, I ended up getting this. Um, what I like about this is it's very small and compact. I will say it is hard to fit everything I need in this. You have to have small bottles, but I travel a lot, carry on only, and my other toiletry cases were just too big, and they would take up so much space in my bag. And this is really compact, and it fits right in. So I really like this one. There is a bigger version if you really want something big. Um, I've never found one that compact, like from Amazon or whatever, but I found larger ones, just inexpensive from Amazon, that worked great. They were just way too bulky for what I was looking for. But in addition to all the duplicates of, like, the basics, I have an extra toothbrush in there, all my toothpaste, everything. My husband started using mouthwash concentrate, which is a really nice space saver. Because, those little mouthwash bottles that hold whatever,
Hmm.
2.5 ounces. If you're gone for more than a week, like, and you're not rationing
Yeah.
it really, really tightly, it's gone. And you don't want to carry a million of those. So it's the same size, maybe 3 ounces, but you put a little bit in and mix it with water. So it would last
No,
for
yeah, that
like
makes sense.
2 or 3 months.
Sure.
So that's a really nice space saver. I keep an extra clean Ziploc bag in there. You just never know. I've had
That's a good
things,
one. Yeah.
leak. When you need a Ziploc bag, you need a
Yeah.
Ziploc bag. So I keep that in there. I keep things like a few Band-Aids. I keep, like, when you buy something at Sephora or whatever, you get those little travel packs. I keep all of those in there just in case I run out of something. It's like, oh, I have an extra moisturizer or whatever it is. And I keep all of that packed and ready to go.
That is pretty solid, and I'm, except for all the Sephora stuff, I'm pretty similar. Uh, I always keep my amenity kit ready to go, my toiletry kit. So I have two of them, and they're not Tumis, they're just leftover amenity kits from airlines.
Oh, yeah, that works.
But I agree. So one of my favorites right now is, I believe it is from United Polaris, and it is a hanging one. So it opens up flat, and it's really nice. It's big blue leather. So that's where I keep most of, the bigger things like deodorant and like a Ziploc bag full of medicine, so I can just grab and go. The other one actually I think is also from United Polaris, and they did a collab with Away. Oh man, my section sponsored by Away. Uh, it's actually a hard shell amenity kit, and it flips
I
open, and
saw those.
they're really cool. They're
I
not
wanted one
super
of those so
practical
bad.
because they spill every time I open
Yeah.
it. But I am able to fit some stuff in there, and that's good for just shoving in there. I know nothing's going to break if I whatever. I don't really carry much glass in there, but sometimes maybe a cologne or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I said, just always keep those two packed. They're always ready to go. If something comes up, I just grab those, toss them in my bag, and good to go.
Yeah, it's amazing how much easier it makes getting out of the house for a trip, having those things packed,
Yeah,
not
because
having
I
to
remember
think about
when
that.
when I first started traveling, it would like just the mental load of making sure everything, all these
Hmm.
checklists, and do I get all this? Do I get all this? And now I know, first of all, we're getting better at traveling, and it's because of things like this, is leaving these things ready so you can reduce, that checklist.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, next category is one of my favorites, the travel wardrobe. Fun fact, I actually used to be a fashion designer, and that's what I went to school for. So
Wow.
I love this stuff.
So my my section will be much shorter, everyone.
I'll handle this second. Now you got a couple of things here on the list. We'll see. The men out there want to hear what you're gonna wear.
There we go. Keep it simple.
Um, okay, so man, woman, child, whatever, whatever category you find yourself in, um, I've found that having sort of a travel outfit is another one of those things that just makes the travel day so much simpler. So I have two pairs of travel pants. They are both from Lululemon. I'm not sponsored by Lululemon. I wish I was, but it makes it a lot easier now because of that Amex Platinum credit. So the pants themselves, or whatever you decide to wear on the plane, the specifics aren't necessarily important. It's nice having an outfit that I know is comfortable, that looks decent, and I don't have to think about what I'm going to wear on the plane. So I have one pair that's like kind of a fancy sweatpant look, is what I'm calling it, and I love those because they feel like sweatpants, but they can look much nicer. And I find on work trips, if I have like an impromptu dinner, or if I get something dirty and need another nice outfit, I've more than once put on like a nicer top and some sandals with these essentially sweatpants, and they look great. So I will drop the links to those in the show notes. So my husband wears zip off pants,
Oh my
which
God. Look at the show notes. I thought that was a typo.
no, no.
That's real? Okay.
And
Go on.
it makes sense when you think about it, because oh, maybe it's cool in the morning and then it's hot, or you're hot or cold on the plane, and then you're getting off in the Caribbean and it's hot. Every time he wears these now, because he knows it drives me crazy, he looks me in the eye. We make eye contact on the
As he's
plane,
unzipping.
and he unzips them without breaking eye contact.
I
It's
love it.
the worst. um,
It's like that meme of when a dad is like zipping or unzipping. It's like the changing of the seasons, and he's
Yeah.
shedding his layers.
It is, and he's done it in public many times, like in the middle of like a European city. I'm like, oh my God, like please, like I get it,
Where's
it
the
makes sense,
American?
but
It does.
really,
It makes a lot of sense.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
what makes it even worse, is you can't really fault them.
I know, it's really awful. I still give him crap for it every time. But my other travel wardrobe, not a hack, but a tip: wear a hoodie. It seems simple, but any flight that I think I might want to close my eyes for a few minutes, or if you're flying overnight, not in business class, putting a hood on just gives you that sense of like, I have my own space. It's very underrated. And also, if you have a hood big enough, you can pull it up and it works as an eye mask too. So it's a nice way where it's like the planes are going to be cold. You're probably going to wear a sweater or a sweatshirt or something. If it has a hood, you just have that extra. If you just want to take a few minutes and just close your eyes, it's a lot nicer than just closing your eyes because it just drowns out the light and the sound, and it makes a big difference. If it has zippered pockets, even better, because you can when you're sitting there, if you have stuff, like a
Love a
mint
zipper. Yeah.
or a chapstick or your AirPod case or something, you can put that in the zippered pocket. You can reach those things without having to dig into your bag. So that's something I always look for. I still have not found the perfect hoodie with the zippered pockets, but it is one of my life missions.
Okay.
Another
Yeah,
tip.
maybe people drop some options in the comments for us.
Yes, if you have any out, please let me know. Drop them in the comments. I would love to look into them. I always bring a scarf. And I think, here. So depending on the season, I bring a lightweight scarf. Even in the winter, I usually bring a lightweight scarf. And it's just whatever pattern. This one's really thin. I think this was actually a sarong. It works as a scarf in the winter. In the spring, summer, if you're traveling to Caribbean or whatever, it works as like a beach sarong, which you might not wear it as a beach sarong, Chris. I would.
Hey, you never know.
Hey, I mean, go for it. But on the plane, it can work as a pillow. Like if you just want to kind of prop your head up, put this behind your back. It works as lumbar support. And it can also work as just like a lightweight blanket. So this is something I always have in my backpack. It has come in handy so many times. It's so versatile. And also if you're at, on a beach vacation or any kind of vacation, and again, like you have a dinner or something that comes up unexpectedly, you can, even if you just have like a black t-shirt and black pants, you throw it over your shoulders or whatever, and you just look a little bit more put together and it makes it look like a new outfit. So it can extend, a basic outfit.
Oh,
quite a bit.
Look at this. We're getting fashion tips and everything. It's a really complete episode. I'm loving it.
We should do a whole nother one on fashion tips from Katie. Oh, okay. Last one I have, and then I'll let you talk.
Please, I get a long list to get through.
A packable jacket. I have this lightweight puffer jacket. It's super old. I didn't even bother to bring it up because it's not that good looking. But when I originally bought it, it came with a little pouch. So you can push it into this little pouch, and that just makes life so much easier. So in the winter, I wear it to the airport, put it in a little pouch. That is the best lumbar support. You just pop it behind your back and it will make your seat so much more comfortable. And then you have a jacket for if it's chilly out where you're going, great. If you're going to the Caribbean, you just leave the little pouch, leave it in your backpack. You've got your lumbar support on the plane and then undo it and you've got your jacket when you get there. I was writing an article for some of our upcoming content, and I found out that Lululemon has a really nice version of this. If you have some Amex Platinum cards and you're looking for a way to, spend those, they have a really nice. One of them is in purple, so I kind of really wanted it, but I have not bought it yet. I can't bring myself because I really don't need one.
Change.
But that's one thing. If you don't have, you can find these at a lot of places. I've seen these on Amazon too for really inexpensive. Again, it doesn't really matter what brand or what type, but just having a warm jacket that you can pack into that little pouch is just so handy.
Yep, very good.
Okay, I'm done now.
So I was going to say that, Kate. Everything you said, I was going to say. No, but I will agree with you on one point there. Well, more than one point, but is that just having a go-to airport outfit makes things so much easier, can really reduce that mental load when traveling. And then once you figure out what works for you, it's just going to make your trip more comfortable. And so I don't know when I decided this, but I think when we all realized that dressing fancier is not going to get you that upgrade, that's when I really just stopped caring about not necessarily how I look, but I'm not wearing, jeans and a button-down shirt or anything. I'm going for comfort. So I will, now my go-to outfit is going to be these shirts. It's from some Brazilian brand called Insider, and they're just like sweat wick and easy breathable, and they look pretty decent. So I get a couple of those and they're comfortable. I'll put on some, they're not Lululemons. I think they're probably the fake knockoffs that I got from Amazon, but they look better
It's okay, no
than
judgment.
what they are. They're comfortable and they stretch. And then I put those with my on-running shoes that slip on and slip off. So easy, comfortable on the plane. On an overnight flight, I can slide my shoes off. I have to go to the bathroom, I can slide them back on without having to, bend down and tie them. And then always, 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 especially on long flights, compression socks. That is a must for me. So
I've never actually done that. And I know I should because
yeah.
I
mean, I'm not a
know what they
doctor, so
do.
everyone can go look up the benefits of it. But I mean, it's supposed to be better for your blood circulation. So
I know a lot of people use them all the time. So
yeah,
I should at some point. Maybe as soon as Tumi makes one, or not Tumi, Lululemon. I need some Lululemon compression socks. Maybe they do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Next category. I don't know if you're going to have much to say about this. And actually, I don't really either. A travel jewelry case. And I don't wear much jewelry when I'm traveling. I get very minimalistic when I travel. But I do find that having a little travel jewelry case is helpful. And I wanted to mention this because it makes a nice gift for someone in your life who loves traveling. So with the time this episode drops, there's going to be Black Friday sales and holiday sales and then New Year sales after that. So it could be a really nice option. Now I'll let you guess what brand it is. I have a Tumi jewelry case. This was like stupid expensive. I got it as a gift. I probably would not spend whatever it was. I don't even remember what it was, but it was more than it should be. But I really like it. It's actually still packed from the last trip because I don't do good at unpacking, but it's just got like different pockets and stuff. And it doesn't hold much, but that's perfect for me because I do not travel with much jewelry. So like something like this makes a really nice gift. Again, it doesn't have to be Tumi. I've seen versions like this from all different brands. But if you are looking for something super inexpensive, I also have just this like little foldable one from Amazon. I mean, this was probably under $10 and it gets the job done. Like it keeps things separated. And these work great if you're only bringing a few things, which is what I do traveling. You can get those jewelry cases that have a ton, but that's not for me. If it is for you, go on your merry way. But even if you're only traveling with a few things, something like this keeps everything separated and you can just throw it in your bag and be done. What jewelry case do you use, Chris?
They don't make mine anymore. It's discontinued. Yeah, just so big, so much jewelry. I'm not traveling. It's like a small chest.
The older I get, the less jewelry I travel with. Like if we're going on like a vacation with just a family, almost nothing. But I travel a lot for work, and there's always some dinners involved or something where you have to look kind of put together. And so I do like having the little case for those instances. Okay, one more topic before we take a quick break. Packing cubes. So I have a love-hate relationship with packing cubes. I know there are a lot of people who will die by them. I think they're handy if you're packing multiple people in one bag. And I like to assign everyone a color, and then you can put everything in one bag and things don't get mixed up. I personally don't think they save room. I have like a technique where I pack everything flat and like fold the sleeves and stuff over. And that's how I've been packing for years. So it's hard for me to get away from that when I need to pack a lot. I do always bring one because we put our, dirty clothes in as we go throughout the trip to keep those separate. Every once in a while I do use a packing cube and I want to love them more than I do. I don't know. What do you think? Are you a pro packing cube or?
I am pro packing cube. I'm a full convert.
Okay.
I got some as a gift once and I started using them and it helps me stay organized, which is at the end of a long trip can make a difference.
Yeah.
But I have actually come across some that are even better. I have these ones from Monosync that came with one of our bags. They're compression packing cubes. And
okay.
what makes a difference here? So you pack everything up, and then just like on your luggage, like some soft side luggages have those expanders, it's the reverse. So you pack it up, and then you just zip it around clothes, and it can reduce almost by half if you're squishing hard enough. So we have a bunch of different packing cubes at home. Those are always the first ones to go. Everyone wants those because they're nicer. I think they were not cheap. I think they're like $100 for a pack of like 8 or something. But they're the first to go because they're the nicest and they save the most room. So if you want to make the jump, that's a good option, or at least search for a different brand of compression packing cubes. But I am a full convert. I am pro packing cube.
Okay. Okay. I might have to try I've not tried the compression. I've had like the old, like, I think the brand was E-Bags or something. It was one of
Oh
the
yeah.
first ones that
Yep.
came out with packing cubes. They're 20 years old probably. Okay. Maybe I'll try some compression
Yeah.
ones and see
Take a
how
look
it
because
works.
the difference from our cheap ones that we get at whatever Marshalls for $10 for
Hmm.
10 of them and these ones is really significant. So
Okay.
take a look at
Maybe I'm
that.
just using the wrong product.
You might be. Maybe. Well,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Toomey has a set that you could find.
I need someone to buy them for me for a
Yeah.
gift.
Christmas is coming up. All right. Well, let's take a
Yeah.
break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about some of our your favorite travel tech gear and a couple tips to help you save on Black Friday. Okay, welcome back. We are talking about our favorite travel gear, Black Friday, and right now we're going to be talking about some of our favorite tech travel gear. And I'm going to kick things off with the MacBook. If anyone is using a MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, I don't need to explain this to you. But I was a Dell XPS fan for years, and I finally made the jump to a MacBook Air a couple years ago, and I am not going back. And everyone talks about how difficult it is to go from Windows to Mac, and it's not. But I would switch just for the battery alone. And I just have my computer it's an M2 processor, so now they're up to M4 or M5 now. I don't even know. But it is a few years old, and I will go on weekend trips without my charger. That is how good the battery is on my computer. On my Dell, for example, I couldn't even use it on a plane without plugging it in. So this is just a game changer for anyone that uses their laptop while traveling.
I love my MacBook. Wouldn't go anywhere without it. It comes with me on every trip. I always have my charger because it's in my handy pack, which is always in
Right?
my backpack. But yeah, no, I can go for a while without actually having to charge it. Yeah. Love my
That's a big
MacBook.
deal
It took me a day to like figure
to
out,
learn.
to like
Yeah.
get in. And now that I've been on the MacBook side for years, like I'll go to my mom's house. She just switched, but she had a Dell for a while. And I'm like, how do you function?
I know.
Like, this is so clunky.
And especially if
Apologies to the Dell
anyone,
Corporation.
yeah, unless you want to sponsor us. If you have an iPhone, you know how easy it is now to seamlessly connect
Yeah.
and share photos and all these things. But iPhone is my next favorite travel gear. Comes as no surprise that the iPhone is another top travel pick of mine. I used to travel with a DSLR anywhere I went. If I was taking a family trip or I was doing a review of a hotel or an airline, that is not necessary anymore because the iPhone camera is so good that unless I'm going on a safari or something on a rare occasion that I need my big camera, I just leave it at home now because the iPhone is such a good tool, especially paired with all these incredible travel apps that we have, like Flighty and CardPointers, all these things. It's like the tool I need.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as the iPhone came out, and this has been years ago, with the wide angle photos, like I
Hmm.
was able to stop bringing my camera on work trips when I needed to take hotel room photos. And I mean, I only take my regular camera with my zoom lens if, like you said, a safari or anything where I'm going to be seeing animals, like the Galapagos. 98% of the time, I just take my phone, and it's great.
Yeah, and it's easy. Next is going to be a power bank. And so I've got a million of these laying around. This is my current favorite one. This is a wireless one. So you just connect it to the back with your, whatever you call it, the
Yeah,
power bank.
I have one of those
And
too. Those are
it's
fantastic.
so good. You don't have to worry about the cables or anything. And it's charging. It's like a no brainer. Just toss it in the bag and you can share it. You don't have to worry if everyone's got the same cable and kind of stuff. That's good. Okay, the next one that really exploded in popularity, I think especially during the pandemic when everyone was losing their luggage and everything, was luggage trackers and air tags. And so now these are, for me, an essential everywhere I go. Anything that I own that is expensive has an air tag now. My dog has one. My car has one. All
You have
our
one on your
luggages.
car?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
I
god, I
mean,
never thought about that.
yeah. If I forget where I park, or if I worried my car ever got stolen. I mean, I do live in Brazil, so it's something you have to think about. Uh, I have them. Anything that I own that can move and is expensive, I have an AirTag in it. So all my luggage, it's just easy. I can bring up my phone, and I can see everything on there. It's just a really important tool to have. Do you use them?
We have one on our like robot lawnmower.
In case he escapes.
Well, I don't know, but there's one on there. And so I shouldn't admit this. I got one a couple of years ago, and I somehow messed up pairing it to like it worked for a minute and then it didn't. So I actually lost the AirTag, which
Did
seems
it
like you
chew it up?
shouldn't be able to lose an AirTag. I found it years later underneath my dryer. So
Oh,
I don't know.
interesting.
So my relationship with AirTags is not a good one, but we do
Okay.
have one on Lewis, our lawnmower.
Louis the lawnmower. Okay.
Lewis, not Louis. His
Louis,
name is
sorry.
Lewis.
Very formal man. All right. The next is eSIMs. We talked about this on a previous episode, and this is something that's really made at least my travels easier because I used to be switching between physical SIM cards all the time, traveling back between the US and Brazil and then any other country I need to. I got to find a local SIM card, and it's just a pain in the butt. Now with these eSIMs, just download the app, pick the country, add a couple of bucks, and you're good to go.
They're so easy. They're so easy. And I'm not tech savvy and I can use them and it's great. Love them.
Yeah.
I use Gig Sky most of the time, I will say. I'm trying out a new one on my upcoming trip. So we'll see how that one stacks up.
All right, let us know so we can do a little head to head.
Yeah, definitely.
Final one, which I think every traveler should have, is a good set of noise canceling headphones. I was using Bose forever, and then they died on one trip, and I just grabbed a cheap set of Anchors. I think that's how you say the name at the airport, and they've been serving me for like a couple of years now, and they've been great. So I mean, noise canceling headphones is for me a no-brainer.
Yep, absolutely. Always, I've got my AirPods Pro or whatever they're called. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're handy.
All right, well, let's move on. A couple Black Friday tips, some shopping coming up. We want to make sure you guys are saving your money so you can spend it on travel instead. A couple tips that we like to do when we're shopping online is to make sure that you check your account, see if you're targeted for these Amex and Amazon promotions that we see occasionally. So usually you can add, a certain amount of points and get a discount at Amazon. Right now, the latest one is if you spend 751 points or add 751 points to your bill, you can get up to $60 off. So that's like
it's worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah, we can run the math there. What is it, $5 or it's less than $10? But you get $60 off. So that is one of the rare situations where you would use Amex points on Amazon and it would be worth it. You could also check your Amex offers for any of these stores that you're thinking about shopping at. Katie mentioned Toomey earlier, but it's not just Amex offers. There are City Merchant offers, Chase offers, Capital One Shopping. They have some crazy cash back lately as well. And of course, our friends over at Rakuten are always leading the way with cash back.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can look at either Cashback Monitor or SaveWise are both websites that you can use if you're looking for a shopping portal like Rakuten. Go in there, put your whatever store you're shopping at, Toomey, let's say, for example, and it'll tell you what shopping portal is offering the best bonus. And so those are really handy this time of year. And we see really high offers this time of year. I mean, 10, 20% in rewards. So definitely take a look at those too.
Yeah, those are some great tools. Another good tool to use, especially if you're shopping on Amazon, take a look at Camel. This will show you the price history and to see if the price you're actually looking at on Black Friday is cheap or not. Because I think we all know that, in the past couple of months, they've been raising the price a little bit so that when Black Friday comes, they can drop it. So this will actually show you the graph of the price, whether it's actually a good price or not.
Yeah. And then finally, I wanted to mention CardPointers. It's a super helpful app, especially if you're out and about shopping over the next, month and a half or so until we get to the end of the year. If you're at a store, it has, I forget exactly what, nearby pointers or something. It's like a geolocation product where you can type in, I think you can just say like, look at where I am. I don't even think you have to type in where you are. And it'll say like, you're right by these stores. These are the cards you can use at those stores. This one gets however many points. So it helps you make the best choice of which card to use in any particular situation. So, okay, that was a lot. I think let's skip our last FAQ. Let's just do our first one and we'll save the next one for the next episode because we were running a little long here. So we'll do this one real quick. This one's going to be for you, Chris. This is from Barbara via email. With the end of the year fast approaching, how can I keep track of what credits I still have left to use? I don't want to miss out on anything, but I'm a bit overwhelmed. Chris, what's your advice?
Yeah, Barbara, you are not alone. A lot of us get overwhelmed, and especially at the end of the year, you don't want to be missing any of these credits. Easy answer is going to be CardPointers. Go take advantage of this 50% off sale. You can book it. You can get it now through November 30th. Save 50% on an annual or lifetime subscription. And then you can just add in which cards you have. It'll tell you exactly which credits you have left, how to use them, where to use them, and give you a whole bunch of other bonus Amex offers as well, too. So that's going to be your best option.
Yeah, it's a super helpful app, and that's a fantastic deal to get it 50% off. I think that's the highest discount we've ever seen. So, okay, well, that will do it for us. This was a really long but a fun one. So thanks for hanging out with me today, Chris. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you have questions or comments for the show, you can reach us at podcast@upgradedpoints.com. We'll see you next week.